Hey guys,
Hi.
it's Friday, February 24th, and I'm Libby, and this is Itzel, and she wasn't here Wednesday, but
Nope.
I'm in her house, so in case you can't tell.
Treat.
So I have a lot of questions to answer since I missed last week, and so I'm just kind of doing really fast, because obviously when we talk about like what I'm doing here and stuff like that, I just, just come here randomly, 3-hour trip just for fun now. Alright, so Sarah asked if we buckle under pressure. I buckle under pressure a lot, kind of like the power of suggestion sort of thing. I don't know, but I'm also one of the people who also like kind of pushes people to do things, so I do, don't I? Yeah.
Yes, you do.
So I do both. Like I buckle under pressure and I push things and to do things. And then Itzel asked, do you ever do something different as a challenge? No, I'm lazy. I never challenge myself. That's cool, Itzel, that you did that whole. I'd say screw that and be lazy.
I'm trying to get her to
do. Yeah, no, I don't do anything. Like, I could do that. It sounds really challenging. Probably good for it. No. So, and then she actually said to explain her BTR obsession, which I'll tell you a quick story. I have to do fast because we don't have a lot of time. But when I was like my first year of college or whatever, I was texting her in class and like I was kind of like, oh, Big Time Rush is doing a signing in Chicago. You should totally go. And she's like, no, Big Time Rush is stupid. I was like, whatever. You're gonna regret that. And it was funny too because as we were texting her, I was like, you should go talk to Carlos and speak Spanish, which is like our little inside joke is you asterisk Spanish asterisk. Anyway, and she's like, no, actually, if I like any of them, I like the one with the eyebrows. I was like, Kendall? Yeah, okay. And now she's obsessed with Carlos. So I totally called it, and I got her into Big Time Rush. And I apologize for it, but hey, they're pretty awesome, right? Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
I also got her into Supernatural, sort of. Yeah. But I'm kind of
not as intense, but I do like it.
Not as Big Time Rushy.
Yeah.
And Tally, you were talking about tabs. I have 13 tabs open right now, and kind of like yours, mine is like Hark a Vagrant, what's that, the one, but Ali Broche, it's a hyperbole and a half. Fanfiction rec, fanfiction rec, more fanfiction, and then like my normal daily tabs, like whatever I'm doing that day. I don't go on Tumblr much anymore, maybe like Tumblr or Facebook or whatever game I'm playing. You were just talking about like technology, like I totally understand, because like I was looking at, in my basement, I have a VHS rewinder, and I was thinking like,
still have one in my room.
Who knows what those are anymore, right?
A rewinder?
Like nobody knows what those are. I'm like, you remember, you didn't used to be able to like just hit rewind, you had to like take it out, and you could rewind it in the VHS player, but that would take forever. So you bought a VHS rewinder, and you're like, I can rewind this in a few minutes. How great is that?
You would try to do it in the VCR, and your parents would be like, no, don't do it.
That'll ruin it. Yeah, and I'd be like, so when I was a kid, I was so excited that I got a VHS rewinder, and like,
I had one in the shape of a little red car.
That's awesome. See,
those are my favorite.
But nobody knows what those are anymore. And like cassette tapes, like you mean you can't go straight to a song that you want? No, because
you gotta rewind the whole thing.
Rewind the whole thing, and if you want to hit that one song, you have to sit there and you try to hit it, just like records. Like I can never hit the song exactly right. I have to like kind of hit it. I don't know. I suck at placing needles on records. Anyway, Sarah, I can't read my handwriting. You talked about Coraline. I saw the movie, which was good. I didn't even know it was a book, so that's cool. You asked for book recs. I'm pretty sure every book I've ever read, you've read like cool ones. Like I think you're talking about The Hunger Games. I'm reading Game of Thrones right now, which is really good but really long. I don't know. I don't read books, not good books anyway. So I can't really like give you any recommendations. If you like,
she reads filth.
I read filth. I'm actually really into old world like gay stuff. There's this book called Morris. It's written by Ian Forster, who did Passage to India, A Room with a View, all those like really old like classic books, and he actually wrote a book called Morris. And it's not even like filth or anything because they don't have an explicit sex because it was written in 1912. But I would actually recommend that if you're actually interested in anything like that, because Ian Forster was secretly gay, so it is actually kind of like insight in that time period of what it was like to be gay. And it's also a movie, which is really good. Which was by Merchant Ivory, which do a whole bunch of like the old British world stuff. And Tally, yes, but brainstorming, Itzel, you said you don't do well brainstorming.
I don't, because I tend to I like people throw ideas at me, and I'm just like, I have this idea in my head clearly of what I think things should look like. So I'm just always like, maybe if we're trying something different. Yeah, I tend to like take over for projects.
And see me, I usually do.
You're probably gonna go over.
Yeah, it's fine. I usually do pretty good with brainstorming with people, but only because they're really good to like bounce ideas off of. It's more people, like for instance, if Mercedes is trying to write a commercial for her like screen class or whatever for TV shows and stuff. Like I could give her ideas, but I kind of like she'd say something, I'd like kind of bounce it off her, and she'd be like, yeah, and we kind of get on a roll. So I'm actually surprisingly how like pushy I am. I'm actually really good at brainstorming with people, just because it's really nice to actually have somebody like to get my words out, and my dad's really good with like giving back. Anyway, we're at 5:30, so we're gonna say goodbye.
I don't really have much to add.
Yeah, well,
except that I still have a small TV with a VCR in my room.
Nice.
And I still have a box of cassette tapes in my room.
Nice,
including one with the monkeys episodes.
I don't have any VHS plugged anymore, but I still have like my N64 and stuff. But
my parents still have one.
It's old school, man. Kids
I have
don't understand.
Nintendo in the closet.
See, we're going to a Big Time Rush concert tonight, and it's going to be surrounded by a whole bunch of 13-year-olds who have no idea any of these old stuff, so we're going to feel really old, you know. We're adults going to this kids concert surrounded by, you know, kids.
I'm 10 years older than everyone.
Exactly. Good for you, little girl. You're 6 years old, and you're
like 6 feet tall.
Yes, exactly.
But I'm older.
All right, we're way over, but I'm sure you'll excuse it since it's 2 of us, and how often does that happen? Anyway, you guys have a good weekend. Sarah, I'll see you on Monday. Love you, girls.
Bye.